Hello everybody and welcome back to Pokemon 3DS. In the last episode we left off with a couple of new team members and the Rocket Hideout done for. And today's episode we have everybody up to level 29 as I said, and let's take a quick look at the team. We have Lee, which only has Comet Punch, which is a normal type move for some reason, and agility, so it's not very good yet. I'm probably gonna have to give it some TMs, or maybe after level 30-ish when you're usually supposed to get it, it'll start getting good moves. Then Venom evolved into a Parasect, which still doesn't have any good moves, but at least we have Leech Life. And Leech Life is a bug type move, so that's going to come in handy. Thanos obviously still hasn't evolved yet. I'm expecting him to evolve within the next 10 levels. So, still no new moves though. Then we have Nick, which I don't think learned anything new either. Just look at that attack stat. It's so beautiful. As of right now, I think Dragon Rage still is its best move, though. Wow, talking is difficult. Laura, same story, and then we've got Destroyer, exact same thing going on there as well. So let's actually see if anything on my team can learn Cut. I also put a lot of the TMs I had in Venom Can. That's actually very good. I actually put a lot of the TMs I had and wasn't going to use in my PC, and I bought a couple of TMs from the Pokemon here, which they weren't that good, so I put them in the box as well. But we do still have Counter, which is potentially interesting to have on a Pokemon with a lot of HP. Then we have Razor Wind, which I actually want to give to Destroyer, because Razor Wind does seem like a better move than Pack. I was thinking about giving it to Razor because Razor Wind or Razor, and I was like, that's kind of fitting. Actually, let's get rid of Leah first. Might as well have two damaging moves because we're never going to use Leah, are we? And then we have Razor Wind twice. I bought TM02. So we have another Razor Wind if need be for Razor. Then we have TM30, which is Teleport. I don't know why I didn't store that one away, to be honest. And then we also had Thunderbolt, and I want to give that to somebody if possible, because Thunderbolt. And we haven't had any electric type moves or Pokemon on the team so far, so I kind of want that to be a thing. I just don't know which TM it was. As you can see, maybe TM24. I'm just gonna test them all out. That's pretty much how I'm going to figure out which one is Thunderbolt. I think this one is it, yeah. So can anybody in my team even learn it? I'm expecting... Oh, Nick can learn it. Is that a smart move? We'll be using Thunderbolt against water types and flying types, which is exactly his typing. So I think that's actually very good. I could also wait with Thunderbolt until I have something. No, wait a second. Thunderbolt is a special move. I'm not going to give that to Nick. I'm not insane. So, Thunderbolt, we're waiting with that a little bit longer until we have something that can actually use it properly. I was expecting Thanos to be able to learn it, to be honest, but apparently not. So, today we're going to take on the gym in Celadon City, and then I don't know what else we're going to do this episode, to be honest. It might take a little while to do the gym. I'm probably going to face a couple of the gym trainers just to, give a little bit of body to the episode. Because I don't want to go to Silph's right away. I might go to Lavender Town before going to Silph's if I've got enough time left. But I don't know what the levels are in Lavender Town or Silph's for that matter. So I'm going to go just straight ahead with these two trainers. The gym is set up in a way that you, I think, always have to face two trainers. That's very minimum. And up to 8 if you really badly want to battle all of them. So definitely Lee is not a very good lead here, but the level difference is actually kind of sad for them. Oh, it's a multi-hit move. I've been grinding with the speed button on, so I didn't notice that it was a multi-hit move. It just does all the damage in one frame because, again, 10,000% speed. Let's go into Venom here. Because Venom is actually not that bad of a Pokemon, I figured out during grinding. It actually, still with bad moves, it still deals a decent amount of damage, and especially when it's super effective with Leech Life. It gets back some HP and it deals a lot of damage because I was trying to hype you up. I think Cut might actually do more damage, sadly enough. I was trying to hype you up, Venom, and then you deal fucking no damage to the Tangler. I mean, Cut did do less at the end of the day, which that was to be expected. Man, this Tangler is actually, it's very sad how bad it is. Getting a lot of experience though, so Mr. Mime. Still, we don't have anything against Psychic types, and I can't wait for us to get into Gen 2, where Psychic types aren't as big of a problem as they are now. That being said, I actually have something against Psychic types. That being Leech Life. I mean, is Bug a physical type? I think Bug might be a physical type. I'm pretty sure Bug would be a physical type. You see, it actually does something against Mr. Mime. So if we ever run into... This should be neutral. Yeah. So actually Venom is a pretty good counter to Psychic type Pokemon. So if we ever run into a Mewtwo again, Venom is just gonna die because it's a fucking Mewtwo and it kills everything it touches. But other than that, we're fine. Also, I don't have the roof lighting in my room on, so the background is a little bit darker than usual. I actually kind of like that. I probably should remind myself. You don't even have to face the second trainer there? What? What? Okay, that's why you have to face two trainers, because, yeah. Why is the two trainers there though? Because... just to annoy stupid people? I mean, I was sure that she was gonna have the range to find me and to fight me. So I would very much like Comet Punch to be a fighting type move right about now for this Meowth. It's got Punch in the name, for fuck's sake. Okay, so that's actually... that's only 2 times. It's got Punch in the name. Fighting type exists. Why is it not a fighting type move? The fact that Bite is a normal type move in this generation, fuck you. I can understand, because Dark type wasn't a thing yet, and Bite isn't particularly like something that I would associate with Dark type, but it wouldn't necessarily be a fighting type move either, so I understand it being a normal type. Gust being a normal type is stupid as well. That should be a flying type move. But Comet Punch is one you don't hear about that often, probably because it's a move that like literally only Hitmonchan gets. But it's normal typing, and that's just not good. That's just bad. I'm starting to think that I might have overleveled for this, because is the gym leader really going to be that much of a higher level than the rest of her gym? I mean, yeah, to a certain extent, but if the rest of her gym is around like level 24, would you really have an ace at level 31? I might have overleveled. Which, that's okay. I'm thinking, what are the wild levels in Lavender Tower? Because I don't need to grind right now. But Lavender Tower is a really good place to grind because you've got the healing circle there. And that healing circle means that you don't have to go back to the Pokemon Center every other fucking fight. Because you just step into the healing circle, you get healed, and you keep on grinding. And maybe after Silphsco, I do want to do some grinding before going to Fuchsia City. Or actually before doing the Sabrina gym. Because I still need to do that as well. So that might be the best place to grind after I completed the tower. I did grinding in the little grass patch where we caught Hitmonchan. Turns out there's also like Venusaur, Ivysaur, Blastoise and Wartortle in there. So there was a really good grinding spot. And the place where we could have caught that Dratini, there was nothing really good. I think there was Zubat there. There were Aerodactyl, which gave a good amount of experience. And then Dratini. But Dratini, strangely enough, doesn't give that much experience. Dragonite obviously does. Dratini, not very good for grinding purposes. I'm gonna run out of Comet Punch. That's That is something that I didn't think that would happen. I think I've got a max ether. Oh, okay, so I literally used my last Comet Punch to take out these Pokemon. I think I've got a max ether. I could go back to the Pokemon Center to heal up my Comet Punches, but honestly, I think I'm just going to switch out Lee, because Lee is not that good of a Pokemon anyway. I'm going to lead with Thanos, because it can probably take out mostly anything it throws at me, because it's a Kadabra. And then I can just switch out into whatever seems to be best at the time. This gym is going very easy so far. We're 10 minutes in and I'm facing the gym leader. I guarantee you, this gym is not going to take longer than like 3 minutes. Okay, so you send out the one thing that actually outspeeds me. Okay, so you are level 30. You are level 30. I do outspeed you? What? Oh, you're not an Electrode, you're a Voltorb. You still need to evolve. Okay, so that's the end of Thanos. Because that's physical. Wow! Wow! Oh my god, you sent out a Bulbasaur. I need to stay in. It's level 32. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use... No need for a Hyper Potion there, just a Super Potion. For a moment there I was very scared that I didn't look, because I didn't look at the name. Poison Powder. I can take a Poison Powder, that's no issue. And I was going to use a normal potion, he was going to use like... something that was going to be powerful against me. I don't know what a Bulbasaur would have that would be actually scary against Thanos. That is a not poison type. Let's go into Destroyer, because we haven't used Destroyer with the new move yet. So, as I said, this is going to take less than 3 minutes. Razor Wind is a normal type move. Razor Wind is a normal type move. I refuse. This is not normal. This is not normal. This is abnormal. We're running into so many normal type moves that shouldn't be normal type moves. This is why people, me included, not even me included, like me more so than like average, don't like Gen 1. Okay, never mind, I woke up turn 1. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, waking up still doesn't give you the opportunity to actually do an attack, which sucks. But I woke up turn 1, so I can't hate that. So, Razor Wind is just going to be fairly useless here. I guess I just... Okay, maybe this is not gonna be done under 3 minutes now because of the Reflect. Actually, it's probably going to be roughly exactly... I understand that that sounds really weird, roughly exactly. Critical hit, thank you. I think that made it pretty much, like, very close to exactly 3 minutes. Because we went into this fight a little over 11 minutes into my recording, and we're now 14 minutes in. So... those 3 minutes was actually a very good guess. I was gonna say 5 minutes originally. What is this? That's Mega Drain. I know who's gonna get Mega Drain. Right away, as a matter of fact. That's gonna go on Venom. Venom's getting Mega Drain. Yeah, it's the only thing that can learn. For some reason I thought Thanos said Able. I don't know why. But yeah, no, definitely. We have Grass type move now, which was very, very needed. We don't need Scratch. Stun Spore could be useful. Leech Life is going to be useful. You don't need Scratch. Yeah, okay. Usually I'd get rid of Stun Spore in just a purely like... you know, in a purely offensive moveset, or just a moveset that doesn't really care about catching Pokemon. Because in battle, I wouldn't really use Paralysis usually to accomplish anything. I'd only use it to capture a Pokemon, and we need to pay attention to the health of Thanos. We've got plenty of HP. So, I usually would get rid of Stun Spore there, but seeing as how we're doing fairly well so far in this Nuzlocke, and maybe that is because I'm doing a lot more grinding and I'm taking the grinding more seriously, grinding up my entire team. I don't have the disadvantage of not being able to switch or swap. Not switch, swap, switch, word slurry. I can switch around my team members whenever I want. I got rid of the rule for this series at least that once a Pokemon is on the team, it stays on the team until it's dead. I got rid of that rule, so that allows me to put together an actual, like, proper team, and it allows me to grind the entire team up, so that if a Pokemon dies, I can replace it with a Pokemon that's going to be immediately useful, rather than me having a book full of, like, level 10 Pokemon, which aren't going to be immediately useful. I just realized we also have a rival fight coming up in Lavender Town, so that's going to be interesting. I'm very sorry, by the way, I did fight the trainers on this route at some point when I was like well into level 20. I was like, I can have a little bit of fun just fighting the trainers here. They're not going to take me out because they're so low leveled, but they're a little bit higher level than the wild Pokemon here. But I was so much higher level anyway that I thought, you know what, I don't think anybody is really going to mind. There's not going to be any danger in fighting those trainers. Not more so than in fighting a wild Pokemon. So, if you're upset about me not showing the battles against those trainers, you probably should be upset about me not showing the random battles either. And to that I say, I can't be bothered. Maybe it would be better. Maybe it would be better if I showed the random battles. Maybe it would be. But maybe I don't fucking care. So I'm hoping that Thanos evolves at level 30. I have my doubts about it, but I'm hoping. I can capture a new Pokemon here, and I think I've got 9 Pokeballs and 7 Great Balls. That should be enough to capture anything that is, like, legitimately capturable. We obviously can run into a legendary Pokemon, and at which point it's not gonna happen. Me catching that. You had to, didn't you? You fucking had to. You know what? Thanos might as well be a legendary Pokemon. That was a critical hit. Okay, so that's not going to be a 2-hit, is what you're telling me. Unless I get another critical hit, or min-max damage in my favor. No, I did not. And now I'm fire spinned, so that's bad. I mean, it's not going to do a lot of damage because special attack or special stats in general. Okay, so I got rid of a Moltres, which means that I'm definitely going to get to level 30 now, right? Level 30. Let's hope that after this battle I get an Alakazam, because that means I just win. Clefairy. I never can remember which one is the... Again, I don't even know how this works in Gen 1 with special being one stat. I never can remember. Clefairy and Jigglypuff, or Clefable and Wigglytuff, really. One is very specially defensive and the other is very physically defensive. I can never remember which one is which, though. If anybody has got, like, a life hack to remind me of which one is which, please do tell me, because I always forget. We haven't used Nick or Laura or Lee yet. We have used Lee, actually. Nick or Laura. So let's go into Nick and hope that it's the... I think Clefairy is the special one, but I don't know how that is in Gen 1. Does it just have a huge special stats? I mean, either way, Dragon Rage is just probably going to do the most damage anyway. It might have actually done more damage than Dragon Rage. Also, Nick has over 100 HP now, so if anybody's going to get counter, it would be Nick. But the thing is, counter is an attack based on your HP damage you've gotten. Okay, we're definitely going into Laura now. You see what I mean? I've got a worthwhile team, and I like that. I don't have to be forced into doing a mono-type run. Pokemon X. So anyway, yeah, he has a high attack stat, or a high HP stat, but he also has a high attack stat, and staying in. We're gonna burn a Butterfree down to the ground. I'm very sorry, but it has to be done. So I would prefer not to give Nick moves that rely on anything but just pure physical power, because if it gets Trash, that's going to be so good. If it gets Hyper Beam, that's going to be so good, because Hyper Beam is a physical move in this generation, obviously. And then what else would it get? I mean, if it's Gen 4, if it gets Waterfall, but it's not Gen 4 or beyond, so Waterfall isn't really going to do much. I mean, I'm probably going to give it Surf anyway, even though its special stat isn't that great. I think it's still decent. Decent enough for a stat move anyway. Not for Thunderbolt, but for a stat move, I think it's good enough for a stat move. Also, I barely paid any attention during that entire fight, which is what happens usually when things die, but this time things died on his team. Which I'm a fan of. Please do more of that. Please do more dying on his team. Let's look at Nick's special stat. It's 71. That's not too shabby, honestly. I thought that was going to be lower, because let's look at Thanos' special stat. It's 85. It's actually the exact same that Nick has in his physical. But if you look at Thanos' physical attack, it's 38. It's probably going to get higher once he evolves. Also, it didn't happen at level 30, so I'm expecting it to happen at level 36 or level 40. So yeah, let's go back to the Pokemon Center, heal up real quickly, because we have a weak and a poison Pokemon. And then we can go catch a Pokemon here. And I'm probably going to end the episode right around the healing circle. And then do the whole Marowak thing, and then the rest of Team Rocket next episode, because it's going to be quite a while before we can actually get there. And I don't want this episode to be too long, because last episode was very long as it is. And today I'm actually recording 2 episodes, because I'm also going to go into Sylph's Co next episode. So I might actually, depending on the Pokemon I get in this episode and next one, I might actually record 3 episodes, unless I get like an electric type Pokemon. If I get an electric type Pokemon, I'm gonna grind. If I don't get an electric type Pokemon, I'm probably gonna record a 3rd episode right after this one. Just because, oh, not after this one. That would be weird. This is the 1st episode I'm recording. I can't. You know what? I think Laura might have to make room on the team. Also, I'm way over leveled for this. How am I going to damage you? With Amber? I guess? Takedown's probably going to kill you. I don't know, I kind of want the Charmeleon. But do I want to get rid of Laura? Laura also has Dig. I need to remember Dig is potentially a very important move against electric types, because I don't have anything else against those. So if I get rid of Laura, electric types are going to be significantly more difficult to deal with. And I don't have another big TM. So it's definitely, if Laura were ever to die, I'm going to take whatever I'm going to call this Charmeleon over Biff in the box any day. Because Biff is now level 29 and still only has Amber, which is quite ridiculous. This is gonna be a thing. So, and by the time Laura dies, I mean, it's probably not gonna die this episode. It probably won't die next episode either, it might. So the first, like, real opportunity for Laura to die, if Laura is gonna die, because Laura is actually a fairly good Pokemon, would be in one of the gyms coming up, because we'll have a couple of gyms like back to back to back to back, and that is dangerous for like all Pokemon. So Laura could die there, at which point we would be at a level where Charmeleon would be a Charizard. And if I have a Charizard, I don't need Destroyer on the team either. So that frees up a spot for another Pokemon, an electric type. So if I get an electric type, I'm definitely taking Charmeleon on the team, is what I'm saying. But the thing is, I still don't have anything to counter electric types if I do that. It's a difficult decision. I'm going to call you... I don't know what to call you, so I'm just going to call you Blaze. Z-E. Blaze the Charmeleon was transferred to Bill's PC. I don't know if he's in box 1 or box 12 right now. Honestly, don't care too much. So that's our encounter for this place. We could go get our encounter, or our... It's an electric type. What do you know? It's a type that is electric. Could have gotten it. I mean, honestly, I do already have a lot of fire types. That is very true. Also ice types. I need something with an ice typing. I guess probably Nick will learn Blizzard from a TM, right? So that should probably be fine. I also need to remember that I am grossly over-leveled for this part of the game, apparently. Are you supposed to, you're not supposed to do this before the rocket hideout, are you? From a game design perspective, the way the designers designed the game, you're clearly supposed to do the rocket hideout first, then the gym, and then come back here. And then do Silph and then go to Fuchsia City, I think. It's a very non-linear part of the game, because you can do this before doing the fourth gym, I suppose. And you can just save Silph for the end of the game, because you only get the Master Ball and access to the Psychic type gym when you beat it. Actually, no, you might actually... No. I was going to say you might need a HM, like Surf. But I think you get Surf from beating Koga. Or the ability to use Surf, at any rate, from beating Koga. So, that doesn't make a lot of sense either way. I don't know, let's lead with Nick here for a little while. Does Nick need more experience? You can skip a lot of these trainers, I never noticed. So we are now at the healing circle, which for a moment there that looked very much like a missing now kind of thing. I don't know why. To my eye as well, I was like, this is a glitch Pokemon I'm running into right now. This is probably like a 1 in 5 million chance, and I'm running into it live on video. It's not live, like this is being recorded way in advance of it being uploaded, obviously. But you know what I mean. It's a live reaction. I'm reacting to it as it happens. Can I please wake up? I'm gonna speed through this until I wake up. The only reason I'm fighting this Victory Bell, by the way, is because it's level 27, and I need to prove something to myself. So, let's go to the healing circle. I was going to fight that channeler, but not before healing. It's actually the perfect time to end up this episode. I was going to say maybe we can do the next floor as well. Maybe we can. We could. We won't, but we could. We won't, but we could. Just in case you hadn't realized what I'm saying here, we theoretically could go to the next floor. We won't. I mean, we will next episode, not this one. Am I annoying yet? I hope I'm very annoying, because that's just like my life goal, annoying as many people as possible. It's the only reason I want like a large audience, because if you have a large audience, you have a lot of people to annoy, and that is funny. So. This Victory Bell is level 22. There's a pretty big, margin for the Victory Bell levels in that case. Anyway, so we're not going to be grinding here because the wild Pokemon here are fairly low levels. Not necessarily, actually. Not necessarily. For wild Pokemon, they are pretty decently leveled. Until the next time, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video, which hopefully you have. Also, don't forget to join the community Discord linked down below in the description. We do pretty much weekly giveaways for Steam codes in there, so if you want free games, that's the place to be. And obviously also links to my live streams and my videos when they go up. And just general news and input for new series, and sometimes when I can't think of a nickname, I throw it in there and nobody responds, and I think of a nickname myself, and a half an hour later people respond, and then I've already given a nickname, so I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, you should have been quicker because I have no fucking patience, and see you all next episode. Bye.